Welcome back to our story corner. Today we will be reading The River's Recycled Song. Let's begin. Deep in the heart of a lush green forest, there was a river that sang the most beautiful songs. And no one loved those songs more than Ollie the otter. He would float on his back all day, just listening to the gurgle of the water and the swish of the reeds. It was his favorite music. But one morning, the river's song sounded wrong. Instead of a gentle melody, there was a clunk, a crinkle, and a thud. Ollie peeked over the water's surface. What he saw made his whiskers droop. Plastic bottles bumped against the smooth stones, colorful wrappers tangled in the tall reeds, and old bags floated like sad gray clouds. The river wasn't singing anymore. It was sighing. "This won't do," Ollie declared. "I have to bring the music back." He dove under the water, his little paws working fast, pushing and nudging the trash towards the bank. But for every piece he cleared, another would float down from upstream. It was an impossible task for one little otter. Feeling a bit discouraged, Ollie had a brilliant idea. He wasn't the only one who loved the river. He scurried off to find his friends. First, he found Benny the beaver, who was a master builder. "Benny!" Ollie called out. "The river is full of trash and I need your help." Benny twitched his nose and said, "Say no more. I'll build a trash catcher." With a few gnaws and expert placements, Benny built a clever sieve across a narrow part of the river, catching all the floating garbage. Next, they found Daisy the duck, who was an expert gatherer. She used her beak to pluck the plastic bags from the water and the reeds, piling them neatly on the shore. And then came Freddie the frog, who hopped along the bank, singing cheerful cleanup rhymes to keep everyone's spirits high. "Hop to it, don't delay. Clean the river up today," he croaked, making everyone giggle. Together they sorted all the trash. They put the old leaves and paper into a pile for compost to help the forest plants grow. They gathered all the plastic bottles and cans into another pile. The river began to sparkle again, its clear water flowing freely. The fish, who had been hiding, started to do joyful flips in the clean water. The river's song returned, clearer and happier than ever before. But Ollie had one more idea. He looked at the pile of collected bottles. He tapped one, and it made a little tink. He tapped another, and it made a tunk. He gathered strings of vine and hung the bottles from a tree branch over the water. When the wind blew, they chimed together ding-dong, clink-clink. He had created a recycled wind chime, a brand new instrument for the river's orchestra. "Hooray!" Ollie cheered, his heart full of joy. Protecting our home keeps the music alive. From that day on, the river's song, accompanied by the gentle chime of the bottle bells, became the forest's favorite lullaby. It was a beautiful reminder to everyone. When we recycle, reuse, and work together, we can make our world a more beautiful and musical place for all. Thank you so much for joining our story today. If you loved Ollie's adventure, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more tales from the forest. See you next time.